Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you my review of the Nova S by Annke. This is a 1080p HD wireless security camera that's small, easy to use, supports SD cards, but also has a magnetic base so you can actually mount it on metal surfaces. This is TK. Let's go ahead and check it out. The box is pretty simple. Nova S 1080p wireless HD camera. This is a security camera. Main features is 1080p push app notification for alarms, cloud storage if you want to subscribe to the service. It does work with the Amazon Echo Show and Echo Dot, as well as IFTTT, support for SD cards up to 128 gigs, wireless of course since this is not a wired camera, two-way talk using the application, and it's pretty much easy to set up. And here we are. The camera is actually pretty small. As far as footprint, it's actually very small and very sleek. It has that oval shape as far as the speaker here in the back. We have the power, which is the micro USB connector that we're going to need to use. There's a reset option and an SD card slot. I already put in an SD card in there. It will support up to 128 gigs, but it does not come with one. On the front, we have a microphone as well as some LEDs and of course the main sensor, and this is going to be able to give us really clear video as far as quality in the daylight as well as nighttime, because this does actually have night mode. The rest of the things in the box, we have a power brick, US power brick, a micro USB to USB type A cable. We have a metal plate that will be able to basically screw this to the wall, so it does, as I mentioned to you guys, have a magnetic base. So if you want to be able to mount this on a surface that's not magnetic, let's say it's not a refrigerator or a metal plate, you can actually use one of these two things. Obviously you can use these two to be able to align it, put it on, and then screw it to the wall. But the main benefit of course is it will work. Of course it works on any flat surface, and it actually does have a really good bending angle. So as highest position, you can actually put it in this position and you can actually angle it towards the position you want. It does not have any motion, so you're going to basically have a fixed view. So whatever you set it up, that's what you're going to see. Last thing in the box, we have the quick start guide. Simple, easy to use. The main thing you need to know, you do need to download the application. There is basically an application for this on either the iOS ecosystem or the Android ecosystem. Download it and set it up. On your Android device, you need to download the Annke Nova camera. So this is the application itself. You'll notice there's a preview directly of the fixture. It is connected right now. I'm powering it off with a power bank, so you can use a power bank if you'd like. If you're going to be putting it in a spot where there isn't enough power cord, so you can't run a cord to it, you can put a big enough power bank and it will power it. There's three tabs here. We have the home, the messages, and the more. Messages are for your notifications if you're going to be getting any notifications from the security option. More is where you'll be able to set up your account. As far as basically My Album also gives you access directly to the SD card that's built in. You can see the pre-recorded video. And again, it says here memory card available space is up to 12 gigs. Now I don't have the 128 gig, but you can go that high. Account management, account security settings, you do need to set up a small account. If you do set up a cloud storage, you can also manage it from here. Of course, About is the version of the app, and it's 1.0.0. As far as the actual camera interface, it's pretty simple. You can make a security option, so when you're logging in, you can use a fingerprint sensor. You can add additional cameras from there, or you can open up and go directly into the camera. You have the ability of going between audio mode. Pressing this will give you the ability to speak through it to somebody on the other side. You can take pictures, record video, and there's two modes. There's high def and standard. As long as your Wi-Fi is strong enough, you should be able to get into the high def, and that's where the 1080p. And standard is around 480p. Lowering, as far as this option here, we have the ability of going into Cloud Play, Cloud History. These are, again, services that you can use. Now, the benefit of this is you have a timeline that you can actually scroll back, and I can actually go a little bit behind when I had the camera positioned right there, and I had it positioned into one of my options here. So we can actually go in and then see, I can record, I can take a picture of it, and it'll save it directly into the SD card. Under the settings, again, this is the Nova, the model number. You have the ability of turning on audio, which means it records audio when you're previewing it. Status lights and LED light, you can turn them off. Again, this is supposed to be a security camera, so you can make it very much an incognito camera. Alarm notification is disabled, but you can turn it on for turning the notification schedule, set notification schedule, motion detection, and then how it pushes the information. And you will see that in that main tab. Time zone, as well as the ability of daylight saving time, and then format. This is just date format, how you like it. Wi-Fi connections, status, as far as storage status, that's the SD card. It gives you the example here, of course, of cloud storage and SD card, and this is where you'll be able to either initialize or refresh the actual card, which means it's going to format it. So when you do that, make sure that you put in a card that you're willing to format, because it does require that initially. After that, we can turn on image encryption as well as sleep mode, and it works pretty good. Now, what I want to do for you guys real quick, I'm going to record a quick clip with daylight so you can see what the quality of the picture is with audio. And I'm also going to record another one in nighttime, which means I'm going to turn off all the lights in the office. I'm going to show you how this looks like in night mode. This is a quick clip directly from the camera. It's in 1080p. It's on the high def option. Again, there's enough light here, so you should be able to get a good glimpse or at least a good understanding of how this image is going to look like. So you have up to 4 times zoom directly even while you're recording. And then once it's done, it's going to save it directly to the SD card. Now, if you have cloud storage, obviously that's a separate service, and they do offer a trial service there. Let's switch over to the night mode. Okay, so this is not an episode of a Halloween show, but we went ahead and switched over to the night mode. There is a little bit of a delay as far as turning on, so once it does go dark, it's not going to turn on right away, and there is a red LED that's where that little white LEDs that was right under the sensor. It does turn on red, and you can turn that off and turn on the actual, just the blue LED, meaning it's connected. Hopefully this is a clear picture of what it kind of looks like, so I'm just going to hold something. There's a remote that I have, and here's another remote that I have. Again, it does have a really good illumination, and it has about a visibility of up to about 7 feet in the night mode. Again, fixed lens, no position change. Obviously, once you set it up, it's pretty much set, but it's small, it's discreet. Its color is actually pretty good for it to hide, and it actually has a magnetic base, so you can screw a magnetic plate that comes with it to the wall and then mount it anywhere you want. And I'm actually using it right now with a power bank, so you can also use a power bank if you want to put it in a remote position where you don't have enough length to be able to get a power connection to it. The camera is very nice. It does have a very small footprint when actually stowed in this position, and if you mount it magnetically to a metal surface, it's going to be really nice. As far as the power connection, you can connect it directly to the brick that comes with it. It's a nice long 6 feet, I think it's a little bit longer than 6 feet wire, but the main thing is I'm actually using it right now with a power bank, and if you have a big enough power bank, you can put this in a position where it may not necessarily have power connection to it. So it will work, it's very nice. The SD card is very nice, as well as the ability to connect to it remotely is also very nice. Setup was pretty simple. The app is easy to use. You can connect to it, you can update firmware. I did receive, I think, 2 updates to this since I've had it, and it works very nice. And I like the fact that you can actually zoom in even in night mode. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you seen other cameras that are within this small form factor that give you 1080p, great quality picture? And not only that, it's just very easy to use. So thank you very much to Annke for allowing me to check out this camera. Like and subscribe as usual. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.